Hello and welcome to the Comics Atlas. This is the beginning of a new series where we talk about the complete history of comic book characters. Today we're going to talk about the debut of Spider-Man. Now, this is a classic story that's been told and adapted countless times. But today we're focusing on doing a retelling of how it was presented in the Silver Age of comics. Spider-Man made his debut on the pages of Amazing Fantasy number 15, cover date August 1962. It is the origin of Peter Parker's powers, but also his struggles on keeping a balance between those and his normal life. Our story starts with a teenage Peter Parker being picked on. He is seen as a nerd by his high school classmates. They make fun of him because his grades and general attitude perceived as having an aura of superiority. Life goes on, but during a science exposition, Peter's life changes forever when he's bitten by a spider. Unbeknownst to him, this will turn out to be a radioactive spider, and almost instantly Peter realizes that he has developed a plethora of new abilities. These include super strength, super agility, and his famous wall crawling. Our hero wastes no time to test his new powers as he challenges and beats a local wrestler while hiding his identity. We go to his house and see that he lives with his Aunt May and his Uncle Ben as the only people in the world that love him. In rapid succession, he makes himself a costume and his famous web shooters, proving that he's indeed a pretty versatile genius himself. With his new powers, Peter goes on to become a TV celebrity, showcasing himself for the world to see. One day he walks past a thief, but figures it's none of his business to try and stop him. Fate will have that some days later, that same thief will shoot and kill Uncle Ben. After tracking the murderer, Peter learns his identity. Reflecting on his actions, Spider-Man realizes then and forever that with great power there must also come great responsibility. Not only is this iconic for bringing one top-tier superhero to life, but it's also a great story. Peter Parker is lucky to get his powers, but he's a genius in his own right. He teaches the motto by which the webhead still lives to this day. The blessing and torture that are his powers make the comic book landscape better by their presence. Mix it with a quick-paced story and nice dialogue and we have a recipe for success. We have to thank Steve Ditko and Stan Lee for their contributions. Now, this is only the first video of a series in which I plan to cover the full story of Spider-Man in the main Marvel universe, from this humble beginning to the present day. I also plan to do the same for such superheroes as Daredevil and Thor. Anyway guys, that's it for today. Don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe down below. This is the Comics Atlas and I wish you all a nice existence.